Hey guys, alright, so I'm back. Now, I may be a week later than I thought I would be reassessing myself. And the reason is that I played 2 games of cricket in 40-degree weather on a Saturday and a Sunday, right before I was supposed to do my retesting session. And unfortunately, my legs were in trouble. They were a bit fatigued for almost about a week or so. So I'm really just starting to get back into the full swing of training and stuff. So I thought now there's no better time to go about starting to reassess myself than right here today. So today we're going to look at some of the factors that we found were key when I started to write that program. Some of the key things that I worked on, and that was looking at balance and flexibility, but primarily looking at strength. So today we're going to have a look at some mat tests. So we're going to come and have a look at the weight bearing lunge and the star excursion balance test, some of the reaches anyway. We're then going to go and have a look at some of those strength tests on the isolated machines, and there's some big discrepancies there, about 50% between legs on all those tests. We're going to go back and have a bit of a look, and I can already give you some good updates that I'm feeling pretty good. It's the best I've felt in a long time. No longer feeling tight and heavy in the legs when I'm doing things, and I'm making a fair few runs in cricket as well. Keep that on the down low, but may have got man of the match in the final on the last 2 weekends. So there you go. It's starting to work already. So let's go check out. I'm going to start with the weight bearing lunge test. All right, so we saw last time when I performed the weight bearing lunge test, I was 12 on the left and 8 on the right. So there's a big discrepancy there side to side. So let's go and have a little bit of a look. So I'm going to set up here, and I can tell you a few days ago I was pretty restricted here. So what I'm seeing is I'm seeing about 13 centimeters on that left side. So a slight improvement there. Let's have a look at the right where I was really restricted. Okay, and so now we're seeing about 12 centimeters. So I've now got 13 centimeters on the left, which improved a little bit. The right's improved a lot with that last phase. So as we said, we know the clinically significant point is no more than 2 centimeters difference side to side. So already I've brought that injury risk reduction down, and I've improved my range of motion by over 30%. So that's a huge change in the space of 4 weeks or so of training. All right, let's see if that is carried across my balance though. Let's go have a look at the star excursion balance test. All right, so with the star excursion balance test, I'm going to look at just 3 key reaches here. I'm just going to look at the anterior reaches because that's where I found the biggest deficits side to side. So we were seeing some big discrepancies up to 10 centimeters side to side. So I'll make sure that I put in the My Journey, my online portal, I'll have all the results so you can compare where I was and where I am now. Let's go and have a look. So on the anterior reach, I'm getting out to about 65 centimeters on that left side. Compared to the right side, I'm getting to about 63 centimeters. So again, less than that 4 centimeters difference. Previously I had a huge difference side to side. So again, some great improvements, and showing that range of motion that I've improved there has also potentially carried across into some of those reaches. Let's have a look at the anteromedial reach. So if I perform 3 or 4 reaches there, looking at about 70 centimeters compared to the right. So still a little bit harder there, a little bit of restriction around the ankle, but I'm getting to about 67 there. So again, less than that 4 centimeters difference, which is a big improvement. Let's have a look at the anterolateral now on the left leg first. Always a little bit of a tricky and more awkward one. So I'm getting to about 63 centimeters there. On the right side, or still a little bit more difficult there. So 63. Still a little bit limited, about 60 centimeters. But again, some huge improvements from what I had last time, and definitely decrease that difference side to side. So it's showing that some of that range of motion that I've improved is carried across, but also maybe the balance of proprioception has improved. Potentially there's some strength improvements that have come into this, because we know that the star excursion balance test is a really great test, and not only balance and proprioception, but flexibility, strength, motor control, motor planning. So lots of different things that we're assessing when doing that. Now, let's go have a look at some of the strength results on these isolated machines to see if that is a factor there, or whether it's just that range of motion and the balance training that's led to the improvement in the star excursion balance test. All right, so last time I did the leg press, I could do 6 reps on my right leg and 10 on my left. So I had about a 40% difference side to side. Let's go and see where we're at. I've definitely been feeling better with this. All right, so there's the right leg done. I think we got 14 reps there. I'm gonna have to watch that back to count that. So considering I only did 6 at that weight, so that's about 1.5 times my body weight. That's a huge improvement there, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna go have a look at the left side. All right, so we're looking at 14 reps now on my right side, only 13 on my left. Again, I'm gonna have to go back and watch back, so I'll update the results in the portal to see if it was definitely 14, but as you see, pretty similar side to side there. So those big discrepancies that I had, in the space of that month of training, I've really started to narrow that gap and looking a lot closer to symmetrical there, which we know isn't imperative for people. Everyone's got a little bit of imbalance, but we know that 40% that I had was way too much. Let's go have a look at the hamstring curl. All right, so I didn't program a lot of single leg hamstring exercises into my program in the last phase. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go have a look at the same weight that I was on last time, and we're gonna see how it went. So on the next 3 tests, the single leg hamstring curl, single leg extension, single leg calf raise, I was on all of them 3 reps on the right, 6 on the left. So some big discrepancies there. Let's see where I'm at now. All right, so I've just got from 3 to now 8 on my right leg. Let's compare to the left. So, felt a bit better on that left leg still, but it was only 8 reps on the right compared to 9 on the left. So not a huge discrepancy there side to side. So again, a massive change compared to that 50% in reps that I had difference last time. Let's go have a look at the leg extension. All right, so as you know, I had same weight, 3 reps on the right, 6 reps on the left. Let's have a look. So I'm not going to get any more there. That's 6 reps. Let's have a look at the left side. Oh, still a big difference here. Maybe not. So again, 6 reps on the right, 7 on the left. So again, narrowed that gap hugely, as well as I've got that right side a lot stronger on all these different assessments. Let's have a look at the last test today, the calf raise in regards to the strength. All right, so I had another 50% discrepancy here side to side. I think this is probably an area where I have improved a lot too. Let's have a look. So there we have 7 reps on the right. Let's have a look at the left. So that was up from 3. So there you have it, 7 reps side to side. So some huge improvements there when we look at the calf strength, and that's easily the strongest I've been there in a long, long time. And given the amount of ankle sprains I've had, the huge improvements we've seen with the weight bearing lunge test, my balance on the side excursion balance test, as well as my strength, I'm feeling a bit more confident now going back into playing more cricket and more sport over the next few months, that I'm in a pretty good place already. But as you still know, there's still 2 months to go in regards to my journey. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go away, take this information along with the data I collected last time, and reprogram for the next phase. Remember, the 3rd and final phase, it's up to you, and it's your chance to win a Mat Live course in 2019 by writing the best program you can for me to reach my goals. All right, so already you've got some great data to start to work from the initial session and from this quick retesting session today, retesting those key things that I was working on through that last 4 and a bit week phase after that little break. But what I want to see from you guys is start to get really creative with your program, see what you've got in store for me. I'm really looking forward to it. So if you haven't already, head to matassessment.com/Steve's Journey, sign up to watch my journey and write me a program for the month of March. Must be in by March 1st for your chance to win a Mat Live course in 2019. Can't wait to see what you've got in store for me. Thanks, guys.